what is activity costing? Okay, so I think most of the students haven't joined yet, but if you still have your group of the WhatsApp group, just drop a message that the lecture has started, and by the time I'll explain what is the activity based costing. So activity-based costing is an accounting methodology that basically assign cost to activities rather than the product or services. What we see in our traditional costing is like the costs are being given, or costs are being assigned to the product or services. Okay, like machinery is being assigned to a product or a services. But in activity-based costing, here the cost is being assigned to the activities, like which activities are being required to produce that product. So basically it's an activity based, as the name itself suggests. So it enable resources and the overhead cost to be more accurately assigned to the product and services and then consume them. And you can say traditional costing, you can directly find out the cost related to the direct costing. It's not an issue, but Prahlad, are you saying something? Since you are unmuted, you want to say something?
No, no, ma'am. Please continue.
Okay, okay. You have unmuted yourself, so that's why I just asked.
Okay. 1 second.
Yeah. So what we see in our traditional costing, the costing in which like we see, like if you are in the production of a wood, like you are producing a wood table or something, then you can easily assign, like if the cost is there for a cost, you can say for wood. So you can obviously assign that wood procurement cost directly to the table. So that is the direct cost. See, most of the products have the direct cost, so that you can easily directly assign them to that particular product. Agar direct cost hai, so there is not an issue. Okay, but what we see in today's scenario, like most of the products, most of the companies are into multiple productions. They are not producing one thing in the same plant. They are setting up, they are having more than one product. They are into the production of, you can say, wood table, wood chair, then they will be in the production of some secondary aspects also. So why this activity based accounting costing has emerged, the main reason for that is, if you can look into the traditional costing, what happened during that time, then in the uh, okay, maybe somebody said something, so I thought of, okay, fine. So you can say in the activity based costing, like what factors you can basically say that lead to the emergence of this, like why this activity based costing has come. Like in traditional product costing system, as I told you, it was basically designed a long back. The traditional costing system were designed a long back. So when most of the companies at that time were manufacturing a narrow range of products, like they are in the production of a one product or a two product, so that is the maximum. So that it is very easy at that time to directly, you can say, since they have a narrow range of products, and direct labor and material were the dominant factor. Like you can easily say, okay, this is the direct cost, this is the direct labor, because they are the main portion of the cost include of the direct cost only, and overhead cost is very less, okay, at that time. But as you see, overheads were very small, and result from the inappropriate overhead allocations were not significant. But in traditional costing, if you remember, what we do is we basically allocate the direct cost and the indirect cost, or you can say the overhead cost. What we do, we basically add them as a percentage of machine hours, labor hours. तो उसके बेसिस पे हम उसको डिसाइड करते हैं ना, इतना मशीन आवर्स है तो उस परसेंटेज में उसको डिवाइड कर देते हैं, देन मे बी अ लेबर आवर्स. So these are the things which we are taking in the old scenario, or you can see in the traditional costing. But in today's scenario companies, there are a wide range of products. Okay, so direct labor doesn't become a very important part. So it is a very small fraction of a, you can say, there direct labor is a very small fraction of a cost, and overhead costs are more important. So to overcome the problem of like how we have to you can say basically allocate those attributes, or you can say basically how we have to divide the overhead cost, this activity based costing has come into existence. Okay, so as I told you about the traditional cost system, so in traditional cost system you can easily say that the direct material, direct labor, you can easily allocate. Okay, this is the direct material, this is the direct labor, then you can easily allocate, this belongs to this category and this category. But when we come into the indirect costing, so the main problem, it basically lies at that time. So what were, you can say, the limitations of the traditional costing was like they are consumed in proportion to the number of units. Okay, so let me give you one example, it will become more clear. Suppose you are into the production of a pen. Okay, about you can say a simple pen example I take up. Now in one factory there are basically two factories, suppose A and B. Now in plant A you are producing 1 million pens, only and only of blue category, only blue pen are being produced. Okay, now in plant B you have the total production of 1 million only, आप वहां पे भी 1 million ही produce करते हो, but वहां पे क्या है, black, blue, red, yellow, you are producing 1000 types of a pen over there. Okay, total production same है, but फर्क कहाँ पे है, वहां पे बहुत सारी वेरिएशंस है, रेड, ब्लू, ग्रीन, जेल पेन, बॉल पेन, एंड दीज कैटेगरीज आर ऑलमोस्ट 1000 तरह की कैटेगरी वो बनाते हैं। और एक आपका पेन है जो सिंपल और सिंपल, वो एक ब्लू पेन बनाते हैं। ठीक है, अभी अगर हम ट्रेडिशनल कॉस्टिंग पे जाएंगे, सो व्हाट विल बी दे डू, लाइक बेसिकली वो क्या करते हैं कि ठीक है, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कितना लेबर आवर्स किसी को लगा या कितना मशीन आवर किसी पेन को बनाने के लिए लगता है, उसके बेसिस पे वो एलोकेट कर देते हैं हमारा इनडायरेक्ट कॉस्टिंग, या बोलो आप ओवरहेड कॉस्टिंग। बट जब हमने देखा कि डायरेक्ट कॉस्टिंग में हम आए, जब हमने देखा एबीसी कॉस्टिंग में हम क्या करते हैं, अभी अगर आप देखोगे, अगर आपने ट्रेडिशनल के बेसिस पे बेटा ज्वाइन किया या बेसिस पे आपने कैलकुलेट किया, तो आपने देखा ठीक है 1 मिलियन पेन है, तो ग्रीन पेन को बनाने के लिए 10 मिनट 10 वो लगते हैं मिनट, तो फैक्ट्री एक्सपेंस आपने 10% पे कर दिए, या फिर आपने देखा सेल्स में उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना है उस हिसाब से। बट इट इज नॉट ऑलवेज करेक्ट, बिकॉज हो सकता है किसी पेन को बनाने के लिए आपका टाइम ज्यादा लग रहा हो, और उसका जो आउटपुट है वो मतलब कैसे, उसको बनाने के लिए टाइम ज्यादा लग रहा है बट उसको बेचने के बाद फायदा उतना नहीं मिल रहा है। सो यू हैव टू लुक इनटू दीज थिंग्स अकाउंट आल्सो, सो दैट इज व्हाई वी स्टार्टेड अप विद द एक्टिविटी बेस्ड कॉस्टिंग, because so that our overheads are being allocated properly. So this methodology based on the, rather you assign the cost on the basis of activities, like which activities are being required to produce that product or services. So it is basically an activity based. Okay, so here it enables resources and overhead cost to be more accurately assigned to the product and services and then consume them. Okay, so you basically, what you do is you enable the resources and the overhead cost to be assigned properly. Okay, because in traditional, okay, you assign them on the basis of the labor hours, on the basis of the machine hours that are required, but that is not a proper method of allocating. But here the allocation is more reliable and more accurate. Okay, so it is more, you can say, relevant in today's scenario where one company is into the production of a मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स। ओके, तो वो एक प्रोडक्ट नहीं बनाती, वहां पे मल्टीपल प्रोडक्शन होती है, मल्टीपल टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं, तो वहां पे एक्टिविटी बेस्ड कॉस्टिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। इट इज बेस्ड ऑन द प्रिंसिपल दैट प्रोडक्ट्स कंज्यूम एक्टिविटीज। Basically it is on the phenomena that product consume activities, like what, like traditional cost, it basically allocate on the direct material, labor, revenues, but here ABC determine the cost and it focus on the activities. It uses activities as the measurement for the cost. Okay, if you can see into the definition, it will become more clear. The cost attribution to the cost unit on the basis of benefits received from indirect activities. Like okay, you can directly say, okay, a production, if production of pen is there, then this is a machine hours, then this is the raw material, these are the direct things. But there are something which are, you can say, are secondary to it, like ordering, how many orders you have there, then how the quality is being checked up. So these are the things which are indirectly related to the production. So here the more emphasis is paid on the overhead costing, like how you have to allocate them. So here, if you can see, like resources are related to the activities and activities are related to the products. So it shows that the activities consume the resources, like workers are paid to pack and ship finished good to the consumer. So that is the resources. Then these products that consume the activities are allocated to the cost of these activities. So this is how the allocation is being done. Now, in ABC costing, you will basically hear about the various types of you can say the terms that are being there. The first thing that is there is activity. So activity means an event which lead to the cost. You can say production or something. So that is an activity. And cost object, if it is an item for which cost measurement is required, example, a product or a customer. So for which the cost is basically measured. You basically measure, okay, what is the cost of a pen? So pen is a cost object over there. Then if you measure something like you are into the production of a soap, so soap is a cost object over here. So for which we are measuring the cost. Then there is one definition, that is the cost driver. So cost driver means that causes a change in the cost of an activity. Okay, like you can say cost driver, if I give you an example, it will be like resource based if given, and then activity based. So basically cost driver is something for which the cost is being it leads to the cause and effect, like how many units are being produced or how many you can say quality checkup are being there. So these are the cost drivers. Okay, so cost pool basically refer to a group of individual cost item, a group of individual items which have the same impact on the cause and effect. Basically you can say homogeneous cost items are there, like machine setup and these. So here I have given you the example of how the cost driver are there and what is the you can say the cost pool. So research and development, it is basically an activity for which the cost driver will be like number of research projects, कितने आए आपके पास, personal hours on a project, एक project पे आपने कितना time लगाया. So that is a cost driver जिससे आप research and development पे effect आएगा. देन इज द डिजाइन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट. ओके, प्रोडक्ट का डिजाइन क्या है, उस पर क्या डिपेंड करेगा, नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स इन डिजाइन. मतलब आप एक ही प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हो या नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स बना रहे हो. देन नंबर ऑफ पार्ट्स पर प्रोडक्ट, एक प्रोडक्ट को बनाने के लिए कितने पार्ट्स लगने वाले हैं. ओके, सो दीज आर द थिंग्स विच आर नोन एज द कॉस्ट ड्राइवर. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट वी कैलकुलेट द कॉस्ट. So here it is shown like how we calculate the cost under ABC. Under ABC, overheads are attributed to product on an activity base. So basically, traditionally, overhead costs are grouped under cost center and then absorb into the product cost on the same basis. See, for the direct costing in both activity or the traditional, the costing is same. The various difference lies between the overhead costing, like how we calculate the overhead costing. So the basic difference lies over the overhead costing, or you can say the indirect costing. So there are various stages in which the activity based costing will be measured. First, you identify the activities. So identify the activities means just a second. So identify the different activities within an organization. Just a second, let me have water. Just a second. Okay. So what is, you can say, the various steps in the activity-based costing. The first is identify the different activities within an organization. See, there is no proper allocation, or you can say the various activities are being required to be done in a organization. So we identify the various activities, like what are the activities which are required for the final production. उससे पहले कौन सी activities हैं? So activities basically consist of units of work. Example, purchase of material may be identified as a separate activity. Purchasing की एक activity है, then sale की एक activity है, then market. So these are the activities. So each activity consists of different tasks. Like for purchasing, purchase requisite आता है, then identify करना है supplier, then you prepare the purchase orders, okay, then you make the purchase order. So these are the activities, we identify them, पहले main activities क्या है, okay, then we make the final list, okay, these are the activities which are being there in the organization. So the total cost of activity should be such that it is significant to separate treatment. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप छोटी छोटी एक्टिविटीज ले लो, नो, लाइक आई हैव गिवन, लाइक देयर आर वेरियस स्मॉल एक्टिविटीज, लाइक कितनी एक्टिविटीज होंगी, यू आइडेंटिफाई देम अंडर वेरियस सर्कल, लाइक परचेजिंग, then you will identify research and development, then quality checkup. So these are the main activities, you identify them onto the main headings, okay, like which are the main activities which are required. Then is, see, like some activities, production, customer liaison, purchasing, then you can say production process setup, quality control. So these are the main activities when, if you are into the manufacturing, so these are the activities, okay, which will be there. We identify them, like what activities are being undertaken by our organization. So we identify them and we make a list of those activities. Then what you have to do is, you need to create a cost pool. What does a cost pool mean? After the activities you have assigned, okay, you have identified these are the activities, the cost of resources consumed over a specified period of time must be assigned to each activity. कितना रिसोर्स आप कंज्यूम करते हो एक पीरियड में उस एक्टिविटी के लिए, वो आप असाइन करते हो. मैनी रिसोर्सेज में भी डायरेक्टली, ठीक है, अभी एट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हो, जैसे मैंने प्रोडक्शन के लिए बताया था, विवुड है, वो आप डायरेक्टली बता सकते हो कि टेबल बनाने के लिए आया. बट कुछ चीजें ऐसी होती है जो सेकेंडरी होती हैं, एज इफ लाइक लाइटिंग, हीटिंग, वो वहां पे लाइट का बिल भी रहेगा डायरेक्ट, बट वो क्या आप डायरेक्टली किसी को कर सकते हो एट्रीब्यूट? नहीं. तो दिस इज द ओवरहेड कॉस्ट. सो यू आइडेंटिफाई द कॉस्ट पूल ऑफ ईच एक्टिविटी, like you create a cost pool for each major activity. कॉस्ट पूल क्या होता है? कॉस्ट सेंटर का जो एक्टिविटी सेंटर होता है, अराउंड विच कॉस्ट आर एक्यूमुलेटेड. बहुत सारे कॉस्ट ऑब्जेक्ट्स को जब हम एक हेडिंग के अंडर लाते हैं, जो ऑब्जेक्ट यू कैन से विच आर होमोजीनियस, सो दैट इज द कॉस्ट पूल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, टोटल ऑफ मशीन सेटअप माइट कॉन्स्टिट्यूट अ कॉस्ट पूल फॉर ऑल रिलेटेड कॉस्ट. कॉस्ट कितने, जो मशीन सेटअप करने के लिए जितनी भी होगी वो उस कॉस्ट पूल में आ जाएगी, ठीक है. तो इस तरह से हम पहले एक्टिविटी को आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, फिर हम क्रिएट करते हैं कॉस्ट पूल. देन आफ्टर दिस इज डन, what we do is we select the cost driver for each activity. We determine the cost driver. So cost driver means, the cost driver explain like why resources are consumed by a particular activity. क्यों एक कंज्यूम किए गए, कैसे बने, and therefore why activity incurs, like machine setup. The number of setup is the cost driver. कितने setup में कितने number of setup से कितनी बार वो batch size चला, so that is the cost driver. So it is basically you identify them, okay. This is the application of activity based costing. The factor or force that basically lead to the change is the cost driver. So a cost driver, you can say, is a factor which causes change. Example, like machine setup, purchase order, number of customer placed. So these are like how many orders you place, on the basis of that your cost varies. So that is the cost driver. Now once you have identified the cost driver, cost pool, now what you have to do is you calculate the activity cost driver rate. For each cost activity driver, you identify the cost. So how the cost you is being identified, like after cost pool is defined and cost driver is identified, the cost per unit is basically computed for each pool, okay. How, like total cost of activity, kitna us cost था activity का, divided by the activity driver. Activity driver से उसको divide करते हैं, that will give you the cost driver rate, okay. So this is basically like how we calculate the activity based costing. Now, coming on to the advantages of the activity based costing. So the first and the foremost thing that I told you is like activity based costing is very, very important in today's scenario, where one organization into the production of many units. Okay, it is not into the production of one typical product. It basically produced a variations. It producing a diversified production lane is there. So that is why activity based costing is very important. And nowadays, total costing, if you take into consideration, overhead become a very important part. They are not very insignificant. They are a significant part of your costing because they attribute to a major contribution to the cost. Okay. So now let me explain you with the example, like what are the advantages. The first is determination of product service cost. So ABC is a basically a modern tool, you can say, where overhead costs are first identified and then are being allocated to the product or services. So the cost driver, because we allocate it to the activities and we are not allocating it directly to the product, so it is more reliable and it gives us more accurate information about the overheads. Earlier, we used to calculate, okay, allocate the overhead on the basis of how much machine are there, how many, you can say, the labor cost are there, we assign them accordingly. But now we have an appropriate technique like how we have to basically allocate the resources. Now then is supplies the cost information. It means it provides more accurate and reliable cost information about production and product cost so that the management can focus its attention on the products and process with the most effective manner for increasing the profit. Because now the overheads are basically the one thing where the accuracy, you can say, the cost will be calculated very accurately. So obviously you can increase your profit because you have a reliable information with you. Then better pricing decision, like you are basically shifting your from volume based to activity based. So it helps us to basically overcome the, you are neither going for over costing nor you are going for under costing. So your costing decision is very accurate, and on the basis of that you can take a fair decision about how you have to price your products. So the your obviously better pricing will be there. Then it is realistic, means why it is realistic, because under ABC overhead cost is done on the basis of activities which are, you can say, very important to take in to the products. So that is why it is more realistic as compared to the traditional, where we just follow our, okay, let's allocate it on the basis of the machine hours or whatsoever. So that is not realistic. Here the heading is very realistic and accordingly you allocate the cost on the basis of that. So it is a very, you can say, a subjective approach. Then is the control of the cost. So ABC gives better understanding of cost behavior and more rational approach to fixed and the variable cost. It enables management to more control over those activities which cause these fixed overheads. Okay, this is possible because behavior of many fixed overhead costs in relation to activity now become visible and you can say clear, because now you are more and more into the production of that, you can say, complex item. So now you need to control these things, and that is how you can control the fixed as well as your variable cost. Then is better performance measurement and cost reduction. How? Like pooling of the resource cost and use of suitable highlights the problem areas. Like what are the problem areas if you are into the production of something? Then obviously when you are taking into consideration each and every activity, then you can basically find out which are the activities which are basically are the, you can say, very much costly, or how you can reduce the cost for them. So this regrouping basically, you can cost help to make your performance more, you can basically measure your performance on the better scales. And because of this you can reduce your cost, because overhead costs are basically under your control with this technique. Then is the improvement of the cost objects. So managers do not manage the cost, they manage activities causing the cost. They are not focusing, okay, like we have to control the cost. No, they are basically taking into consideration the activities, and basically the change in the activities lead to the change in cost. Like some activity is there and we take into consideration, okay, this is the activity for which the cost is very high. So the production manager will focus on that activity only, not on the basically the costing aspect only. So he will take into account, like he can pinpoint, okay, because of this activity, the pricing is being increased or the wastage is there. So he can focus on that activity only, and accordingly he can increase the production. And in then is a greater cost efficiency. So once you are able to focus on the activity, then you can easily identify which are the unnecessary activity that are be there and for which the cost is being incurred. So then you can basically introduce, or you can say delete those things which are basically not at all cost efficient, and accordingly you can increase your efficiency. Then one important part that is there is it's better decision making. See, basically activity based costing is introduced as a technique for a decision making. We will discuss like how it helps in the decision making, because how it will help the management in taking better decision. Like they may decide about what is the product design, what is the pricing process technology. So ABC is now called as basically activity based management. So this is the new term which is being used in the activity based costing in today's scenario, which uses cost information generated by ABC, and on the basis of that control the activity rather than just the cost information. So they focus on more and more on the. Suraj, please mute yourself. Suraj, please mute yourself. Suraj, please mute yourself. Okay, fine. So there were various scenarios and the various reasons for which this ABC system was developed, why it was developed. Like it was basically developed for the following factors. First, high incidence of overhead costs due to increasing automated production. Nowadays, more and more automated production is there. Like production is not on the basis of, okay, now technology is more advanced and more, you can say nowadays you can see robotic presentations is being there. They are not, you can say, focusing on now capital intensive industries are coming up. Okay, so you are focusing more and more on the production on the basis of the capital intensive techniques only. Okay, you are not focusing on the basically the direct labor, because that machines are taking up the works of the persons. Okay, so then just a second. Then is like high overhead costs are not proportional to the unit volume of individual products. Like it is not basically, you can say that, okay, this is the basic, as I give you the example of that pen. तो आप उसमें सिर्फ उसके बेसिस पे डायरेक्टली नहीं कर सकते ना, कितने प्रोपोर्शन में आपको डिवाइड करना है. हाई ओवरहेड कॉस्ट आर नॉट प्रोपोर्शन टू द यूनिट वॉल्यूम. ओके, किसका कितना है उसके बेसिस पे आप नहीं कर सकते ना. Suraj, you are into the chat with someone. If you want to chat, just chat in a personal inbox only. Okay, don't message in all the group. Okay. I think you are into the chat with some personal.
No, ma'am. He was telling me to mute myself.
Yeah, I was telling you from last time, but since you were, I think you were unmuted. So
Yes,
it's fine.
yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Okay, fine. Okay. Then overhead cost for support function. You can say various cost functions are there, support functions like quality, then customer services. So these are basically the support function, and they are important to the customer as physical process on the shop floor. So you need, basically this concept has come into existence because of the main you can say the scenario why it come into existence. First thing that was there is a automation, like more automation is there. Now the overhead costs are more there, direct costing कम हो गई है और overhead costing बढ़ गई है. Second, now the overhead costing are being an important part. Now they have increased because we are into the multiple productions. We are not into the production of one thing only. Okay, we are into the diversified our product lanes. So that is why this has come into existence. Then complexities have obviously increased because products range are wide. Okay, we are into the production of, you can say, not one product, we are into the production of more than one product, or you can say into a multiple variety. Now if you take up the example of this Nestle, Reliance, so these are not one thing. Even in within the Samsung, if you can see, the Samsung is not producing one phone only, it is a diversified lane. Okay, they are into the much models. Okay, this is a for the low cost, then for the middle class, then for the upper range. So these are the things. That is why this ABC costing has become, because we have to attribute our cost on the basis of the activities. Then marketplace is now very competitive. Okay, so because of the increasing competition, we can't take out the risk. Okay, like overhead costing, we can okay directly give them on the basis of the labor, direct labor hours, or direct you can say direct machine hours. No, we can't allocate them because of this competitive scenario. We need a proper you can say a costing technique, how we can assign our this. Okay, then is the availability of technology, so it is one and the same thing. Then is significant automation, as I totally discussed. So these are the things why this ABC has come into existence. Now the main aspect is like why you used ABC for decision making. So it is being used as a decision making technique. Why, where it is being used, I'll explain one by one. Just a second. Just a second. Okay. It is basically, you can say, very helpful to increase your performance and profitability, because you're basically got some scenario, basically got the technique, like how you have to allocate the overheads. So on the basis of that, it will increase your performance and profitability. Then wholesale distributor can gain significant advantage in decision making process through implementation of this ABC. Like if they have to introduce a new product or a vendor, it can be better decided. Okay, like if they have to go and if they have to you can say introduce a new product, like so what will be the costing, how they can improve their costing, what will be the activities which are being leading to the losses. So on the basis of that, they can take up with the decision. Then ABC can assist in decision related to the facility and resource expansion. So if you are into the basis for recollecting or opening a new distribution standard, so on the basis of logistic or your freight cost, you can decide, okay, if we have to basically expand our expansion, or if we have to go into the more resource expansion. So these are the things where it is being very helpful. It is very helpful, you can say, for the pricing. With accurate cost in hand, management can choose its strategy and pricing. Okay, then market segment and distribution channels. So market segment basically means customer groups, so distribution channel, like, so these are the things where it is very important. So one thing which is, I think it is not there, is the make buy decision and outsourcing. So it is a good decision regarding the choice, like either they have to make a product or they can buy a product from the outsourcing, like they can product purchase from outside. So if they take into account the overhead cost, on the basis of that they can decide, okay, either we have to go for the production or we have to go for the outsourcing. Then there is transfer pricing. So it means in all the cases in which cost based transfer, it's an appropriate cost estimate will be provided. So it gives you the correct scenario, like how the transfer pricing will be there. Okay, so the if you can say plants, some are plant close, like if some product is there or some plant is there where the cost is very high, and you take into account, okay, this is not making profit, now you have to take a decision, either you have to shut up. So in that decision, this ABC costing is very important. It gives you the clear information, like if you have to continue with that production or you can basically wind up with that production. So company wish to determine price based on cost plus makeup basis. Okay, so cost markup basis here means cost plus markup, like how you have to basically take the pricing decision. आपका costing इतना है, उस पे कितना percentage आपको profit add करके बेचना है, so that decision you can take on the basis of this. Okay, so what are you can say basis in which this is very helpful in the business. For the business, you can take the decisions, or for that, first is a cost reduction. So basically it was introduced only and only so that the organization can identify the cost among activities and found out the opportunity to reduce the cost, because on the basis of that they can find out the activities which are leading to the losses in the organization, and identifying those costs they can basically eliminate those costs. Then is business process re-engineering. Business process re-engineering means like you involve examining business processes and making the business substantial changes to how organization currently operate. So it is how the process is being re-engineered. So you basically found out the activities which are not profitable, you eliminate that. So you are basically re-engineering your scenarios. Okay, then is the benchmarking, like you benchmark is like a process of comparing the ABC derived cost of one segment of company with the other. So it requires uniformity in activities. So on the basis of that, you find out, okay, what are the activities which lead to the losses, and you benchmark, okay, this is the organization unit which is making out profit, and you benchmark it, and accordingly you can say you can compare the various departments. Then is the performance measurement, like if you have to measure your performance. So many organizations are now focusing on activity performance as a means of facing those competition, like how, and managing those costs by, you can say, eliminating the unnecessary, and the effectiveness of activities is being there. So you basically focus on your performance only. Once you are able to find out that these things, then obviously your performance will be going to increase. So then is why it was developed. I have given you the full explanation, like why it was developed, due to the factors like of the overhead cost, I think. Okay, then installation of ABC system, like whenever we are using the traditional, now you are focusing, okay, I have to introduce the ABC system, so you need to follow a proper system for that. The first thing that you have to do is you have to install ABC, require a considerable effect and cost. So what you have to do for that is to make cost benefit, weight the cost of system. The benefit from the ABC must exceed the amount spent on it. Like you basically find out, okay, if I am introducing this system, the cost for introducing this system will be 10,000. And once you are achieving more benefit from it, like you are, you can say you are implementing the this scenario at 10,000 and you are deriving the benefit of 12,000, only then it is beneficial. So that is why we take a feasibility study, like either it is beneficial or it is no. So we take two type of cost are basically needed. First is the development cost, like if you are developing any system, so that is a development cost. Then is operational cost. So operational cost means like you have introduced this ABC cost. Now what is the cost of running that system? You take both the things into account for the feasibility study. दोनों चीजों को आप ध्यान में देते हो feasibility study के time पे. Then is the support of the IT. So for basically you can say implementing ABC, a lot of information is required. IT infrastructure is to be built up to provide the necessary setup so that you can find out each and every activity costing. Then obviously if you are introducing some system in your organization, you need the cooperation of the employees. Without the cooperation of your employees, you are not basically able to implement any new technique. So the cooperation of employees is very you can say important for the ABC to be successful. So they need to understand what is the process, how it is will be implemented, what will be the benefits derived from it, and what are the problems which are being there, so that they can basically converse about that. Okay, these are the problems that are we are incurring, so that you can basically, if the costs are being they told you about their problem, then you are able to resolve those problems. Then is staff training. The staff should be properly trained, because you are introducing a new policy or a new technique into the organization. So the person should be, who are there, should be basically trained for that ABC. So group discussion, training problem, various types of techniques can be used, so that they become more aware, like what is the system that is being introduced by the company. Then is a process specification. You can say the process specification here means you identify the stages of the production, allocate the resources to each, and process time and bottlenecks. So this is how it will make, or you can say how this will be implemented in your organization. So you need to specify, okay, this is the process and this will be the scenario, like how it will take into the how this will be implemented in your organization. Then there you can say the process specification. For identify the various stages, there will be the like senior executive should be interviewed. This will give you the like the full scenario, okay, how you have to implement it. So this is how it was introduced, the ABC system. Just a second, I think there is one more topic. Okay, I have covered with this. That is the advantages of the activity based costing. So this is how the activity based costing is being implemented in any organization. What are the terms that are being used? So I have covered up with those units that are very important for you people. Okay, so the benefits that were there, like I have told you, like once you are focus on more and more on the overhead costing, okay, that is being there. So to overcome that, this overhead costing, or you can say to find out the proper technique, like how we can basically implement that. So that is why the activity based costing is being introduced. There is one more technique that is being there. I think the slide is not there, so I'll just verbally tell you, and by the time I'll give you the PDF, I introduce that also, what is the activity based. Just a second, I'll give you the explanation of that only. So but once I'll give you the PDF, you will find that technique also in it. So that is also in the activity based costing. So that is a new aspect that is being introduced into the system these days. Just a second. As I told you about the various types of activities, so basically there are 4 types of activities which are being there. The first one is the unit level activities. So what is the unit level activities? So these are the activities for which the consumption of resources can be identified. Like you can say with the number of units produced, like direct labor, direct machine hours, direct material. So these are the unit level activities. Then come the batch level activities. So the activities such as setting up of a machine or purchasing a purchase order are performed each time a batch of a good is to be produced. So that is the activity which is related to that particular batch. So the cost of batch related activities varies with the number of batch made. Okay, so there may be different types of batch. Okay, once you are so each batch will have a different costing. Okay, so you take into account those batch level activities. Then is the product level activities. These are the activities which are performed to support different products from time to time. Okay, like part administration, product specification. So these are the things which are product level activities that are related to your existence of a particular product line. ठीक है, उस product के particular product के साथ related रहती है. Then is the facility level activities. So these are the activities which can be directly attributed to the individual products. So these activities are necessary to sustain the manufacturing process. because you have to sustain that manufacturing process. तो ये उस लिए होती हैं, like कैसे plant की security, property tax. So these are the facility level activities. So these are expenses are allocated as rupees amount per product per value added. So these are the basis. So these are the 4 types of activities on the basis of which we take into account. Okay. So this I want to tell you about the what are the types of activities. I have told you about cost pool and the cost drivers. So with this PDF, I'll share you the one book which I'm referring. I'll give you the PDF with the doc scanners. The pictures will be shared with you so that you can have a clear. Okay. So once the system is there, so OBC, this ABC has certain type of limitations. So some costs like product sustaining costs are very difficult to trace even in ABC. So some costs are being there which are being incurred in your organization, but even then you are not able to basically trace them. Okay. So this problem still you can say you can find in ABC. बहुत सी कॉस्ट होती है जो हम इजीली डिडक्ट कर पाते हैं कि ओके दिस इज रिलेटेड टू दिस एक्टिविटी, दिस इज रिलेटेड टू दिस एक्टिविटी, बट स्टिल सम कॉस्ट आर लाइक दैट यू आर नॉट एबल टू find out like how trace like which activities for which activity this cost is being incurred. So that is one limitation. Then second, ABC requires segregation of activities like root level, specialization, involvement, and commitment. So it becomes difficult to break all the tasks into clearly identified activities. You can't basically clearly identify, okay, this is one identification. So to basically divide the activities, that is basically a problem. So whenever a new system is being introduced, so there are some limitation that is there. So same way activity based costing has some certain types of, you can say, setbacks also. So other thing that is a ABC system designed to provide information to management. It does not provide decisions. Okay, it only give you the information. You are being provided with the management information, but to take a decision is entirely up to the task of the manager, like how he take the decision. So they are not giving you any short decision, okay, this is the decision you can take. They are giving you the information, either you have to make, or either you have to buy, or either you have to shut up your business organization. So they are providing you with all the information. They are not giving you the information regarding, not giving you the exact decision. Okay, you are being provided with the information. So it is a complex system because it you can say consists of various cost pool and the cost driver rates. So it's a complex because of the various types of the rates that is being there. And ABC is beneficial to complex and you can say the large organization where multiple products are being produced. For small system organization, people feel, okay, traditional system is good enough and we can find it more economical and simple, because to introduce this system, it is more costly. And since sometimes the use of multiple cost driver is necessary, it is difficult to attribute cost to a single activity. So some cost support activities will be required. So this is why you can say these are the basically the limitation of a ABC decision making. Okay. Now we have a new concept that is there in the ABC. That concept is known as the activity-based budgeting. So activity-based budgeting basically complement the activity-based costing. How it focus on the cost activity necessary for production and sales. Okay, it take into account of these things. It determines the cost of performing the certain activities in contrast to the traditional budgeting, where okay. तो ये क्या रहता है, सिंपल फोकस करता है कौन सी एक्टिविटीज पे, जो प्रोडक्शन और सेल्स के लिए रिक्वायर्ड है. ओके, तो एबीसी इट्स बेसिकली यू कैन से कॉम्प्लीमेंटिंग इट्स ओनली. ओके, सो एबीबी प्रोवाइड अ qualitative expression of the cost. Okay, like it's, you can say, a new addition to the activity based costing only. That is the ABP. Okay, I'll share this also with you in the PDF, so that will be there. So it is just a small topic like what is activity-based budgeting. Okay, so you need to understand this. So it is basically, you can say, a planning and control system which control you can space which is basically there to support the objective of continuous improvement. Once you are there and you want to increase, or you can say basically improve your performance, so that is why we start with the activity based budgeting. So it highlight the opportunities for the cost reduction, or the basically the wasteful activities are being highlighted, and basically we eliminate those so that we can increase our efficiency and we can eliminate the wasteful activities. तो जितनी भी wasteful activities होती हैं वो बेसिकली हम इसमें से हाईलाइट करते हैं और वो निकल जाती है, तो ऑब्वियसली हमारी परफॉर्मेंस इंक्रीज हो जाती है. So that is the activity based budgeting. So here you identify the activities of the organization and you establish the factor which causes them, that is known as the cost drivers. तो आप वो आइडेंटिफाई करते हो और वो एक्टिविटीज देखते हो जो एक्टिविटीज आपके लिए वेस्टफुल है या जिस पे बहुत ज्यादा कॉस्ट इनकर हो रही है. तो फिर आप क्या करते हो, वो एक्टिविटीज जब बहुत ज्यादा कॉस्ट इनकर होते हो तो फाइंड आउट करते हो कि कैसे आप वो कॉस्ट रिड्यूस कर सकते हो. सो बेसिकली एक्टिविटी बेस्ड बजटिंग का यही फॉर्मूला था कि हम उस पे इसलिए इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था ताकि हम अपनी इंप्रूव कर सके एफिशिएंसी को. ओके. So this is the whole chapter which is being discussed. Okay, I'll share this unit with you in the PDF also, so you can analyze these things and then you can understand like what is activity based costing, so why it is being there. So the practical aspects are not taken up, it is basically the theoretical aspect that will be taken up by me. Okay, I'll share this PDF as well as the one PDF which is being there in the book. So you can refer those things, and basically you need to understand like why it is being introduced. So it is being introduced to just to cover up a clear aspect or a clear strategy, like how we can divide our overhead costing, like how we have to allocate those overheads. So for that, this activity based costing is come into existence, because nowadays you can say that this single production is not over there. Diversified products are being there in the market. So to come up with that, we have introduced this thing. Okay. Excuse me. So last topic, I think, is was this activity based budgeting only, and the use of ABC as decision making. I have completed with that. So one thing which is there is cost pool and the cost drivers. Okay, so the cost pool, as a name you can say, it's given to the cost center only. Okay, so here all the costs which are related to the one thing are homogeneous cost centers are being a pool, they act as a pool. So all the cost centers which are of same category are put into one category, that is known as the cost pool. And cost driver, as I told you, the cause and effect which lead to the activity to increase the cost or decrease the cost, that is the cost drivers. So this is how this activity based costing is being completed. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Is it clear? I hope it is clear, Priyanka, Prahlad, anyone? I hope it is fine, and once I share the PDF with ma'am, that PDF will be shared by you. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thanks a lot. Okay, I'll share this PDF. So since it's completed, so you don't have any issues. So that you need to basically remember these terms which are being used. What is a cost driver? What is a cost object? And the main thing, like what is a cost driver and the cost object? And a part of that, what is the, you can say the key element is that how we identify the activities is on the basis of like why we allocate those resources. First, क्यों allocate करने के लिए हमने ये दिया था, because of the complexities of the today's organization. सेकंड, किस बेसिस पे हम एलोकेट करते हैं, दैट इज द एक्टिविटीज. तो एक्टिविटी के बेस पे कैसे एलोकेट करते हैं, दैट इज व्हाट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर. यू डोंट नीड टू क्रैम द थिंग्स, यू जस्ट नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड लाइक what was the aspect and why it was being introduced. Okay, so you just need to understand it. Okay, fine. I think this chapter is being completed. So your third unit is completed. So I'll share the PDF. Okay. Bye everyone. Have a nice day.